All right, well, we are getting all official down here, getting things ready to go. It's been about a day or so since I've been able to sit down with my new little project. I think everything's pretty well survived. That's one of the bad things about just having these pieces of paper laying out here for the towns. I don't know about Frederick. I think we're going to have to recalculate our proximity to Old Frederick. I'm pretty sure that one got moved with all the arts and crafts, and we're getting the game legal with our little spot marks. And so that's a nice painting. I like that painting. But there you go. We're all set here, getting things ready. The old art department's kicking in. We got some more decisions and stuff to make on this game. One of them was I kind of realized it on my drive back to my house. I was out doing some errands, and I can't remember what happened, but I think I had my it was with my delivery side job, and they had the what is that, the Google Maps or whatever, the navigation lady. And luckily, when I do this, I don't go nowhere more but a few miles outside of my house. That's one of the nice things about it. But I was heading down my street, and they told me to make a left on my street. And I was going to go down to the next. I knew where the delivery was coming from. I don't know why I had it on. I should have just turned it off. But it did say that from my street that I live on down to the other end of the street was 2 miles. And I thought to myself, in this game that I'm making, we're going by the assumption that we've seen off the internet that a human being can travel 3 miles a day. At first, I thought that was a little low. But now that I've gone, I know how far it is from 2 miles from my one end of my street to the other, and I could walk that sucker in a half an hour at the most. So 3 miles in a day? Yeah, we're going to have to recalculate the heck out of it. Now, it might be 3 miles through rough terrain or through, the countryside. But walking on a road, on a sidewalk at least, I know these roads back in the Civil War weren't that nice, but at least they were, some kind of road. Oh, hell, if I could do 2 miles, and we'll say, heck, I know from one end of my road to the other, it can't take no more. We'll give them maybe 45 minutes, a half an hour, 45 minutes. We're going for that calculation. We're going to change things up here. Like I said, this is all really preliminary. I did see, I looked it up on the internet or something. It did say, because I was kind of interested, what's the average distance a person can walk per day? And they said 3 miles. That ain't that far at all. That's got to be going through swamps or something. So, and another thing, we're looking at this game, and then we got certain ideas. I'm thinking for the initial beginning of the game, for the initial maybe, I don't know, who knows how many turns, 3, 4, we haven't decided that yet. But we're going to have to make us another map. And it's going to have to be a map of Gettysburg and vicinity. And that only lasts for a few turns. And I want to give the Confederate player the option of, instead of pulling back from Gettysburg, mounting a counterattack and having a certain point in the town or somewhere that if he can mount another attack and get to that certain victory point, he wins the game. Because that is, and mostly, what we got to do is stack them. Because they've already been beaten and battered. But could you imagine if Lee did gather up some forces and the next day come out swinging? Old googly-eyed Meade would have shit his pants. He was shitting his pants when he won. I think if you can give him a point on Gettysburg in a certain area of Gettysburg, if the Confederate forces can get there, they could, take a jab at winning the game. I mean, even during the course of the game, you can make a push for it. If you still have enough forces and you decide, man, I'm screwed, I want to make a dash for the Potomac, you could still do that. So we're just going back and forth with options. But yeah, I think another map of the vicinity of Gettysburg has got to be in the making. So this will just be like our strategic map, and then we'll have our tactical map of Gettysburg, and that'll last for, I guess, the next day. We'll give it 1 day. You could maybe attack on Gettysburg, leave your forces with, and it's another big thing in the Gettysburg tactical map will be the use of deception counters. Deception counters are going to be a big part of the game. And then we got I got a mechanic on how, if a Union cavalry gets close to a baggage train or something, to the Confederate players to let them know, yeah, that's where my hidden units are and stuff like that. There's going to be hidden movement in this game. All kinds of stuff. And like I said, when you get it all hashed out, it's going to take a long time to do play testing. But we just thought we'd give you a little drop in on my game creating journal. We'll be back with some War for America.